Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if you're new here, my name is Nishitha. I would love for you guys to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get this full glam Indian makeup look without using any foundation. Don't get me wrong, I love wearing foundation, but there are a few times when I skip that part because I don't have enough time. And I love wearing foundation, but that's what takes most of the time when I'm doing my makeup. I sit there for 10 minutes blending out my foundation, and so many people cannot find a right shade in their foundation, and most of my friends, they don't like wearing foundation. So I thought of making a video showing you guys that you can do a full glam makeup look without using any foundation. You can still do your eye makeup, go all out with the rest of your makeup without any foundation underneath. So if you guys want to know how I got this makeup look and all the products that I used, then please keep watching. I've already filled in my brows. First I'm going to do my eyes. I'm taking the Jaclyn Hill palette. So first we are going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to be really generous with this shade. Apply it. Oh, before that I need to prime my eyes. I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. You can use any concealer. I'm just using this because this doesn't work for my under eyes anymore, so I'm trying to, make use of this somehow because this is very expensive. So I'm just using this to prime my eyelids. And I'm gonna blend everything using a brush. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder and slightly set the concealer in place. I'm mostly using the powder in my crease, so when I apply matte eyeshadows, it blends way better. For the first transition shade, I'm taking this color right here, and I'm gonna put that pretty much everywhere in my crease. And I'm taking a really fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. I'm gonna mainly concentrate this in my outer V, and whatever is left, I'm gonna drag it all the way in. I'm gonna build it up until I get the intensity that I want. And then I'm taking the Morphe E17. This is not as fluffy as the previous one. It's more like a pointed blending brush. And on this, I'm gonna take this eyeshadow right here. I'm gonna mainly concentrate this in the outer V and in my socket and blend it upwards. First depositing all the color in the outer V, and then I'm gonna drag it inside. And now I'm taking a detailed blending brush. This is the Morphe M507. And I'm going to take this brown shadow on that brush and concentrate this mainly in the outer V. Now I'm going to do some cut crease. I took some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on the back of my hand. And I'm taking a flat shader brush. This is from Bodyography Pro. I love to do cut crease for my eye shape because I have slightly hooded eyes and there is not much lid you can see when I open my eyes. So this kind of gives the illusion that I have a more lid space than I actually do. So I'm just going to cut the crease outline where I want to put the gold shadow. When I do that, I also try to match this eye and this eye. Go in with this gold shadow from Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to put that pretty much everywhere I apply the concealer. And I'm taking the other side of the same flat shaded brush. And now I'm going to take the second transition brush that I used with no additional product. I'm just going to blend out the edges of the gold eyeshadow so it doesn't look harsh. I'm going to deepen up the outer corners even more. So that way it adds more depth to my eyes. So I'm taking this brown shadow right next to the first brown shadow that I used. I'm going to concentrate this mainly in my outer V. I'm going to drag it inside just a little bit. I'm going to stop right about there. I'm not going to drag it all the way inside. I'm going to take the first transition shade that I used and give one last blend to diffuse everything together so it looks nice and seamless and blended in. So now I'm going to quickly apply a false lashes to this eye, and I'm going to be right back. So now I'm going to prime my skin. Even though I'm not applying any foundation, I still like to use a primer just to prep my skin for all the powders and other makeup that I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna take the NYX Angel Well Skin Perfecting Primer, and I'm gonna concentrate this mainly in this area, just to blur the skin a little bit. Next, I'm gonna take Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist to add some extra hydration to my skin. So now that the skin is nice and prepped, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm taking the Makeup Forever Full Cover Camouflage Concealer. I'm gonna take this concealer a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm only taking a pea size amount because with this concealer, a little bit goes a really long way. You don't want to use too much. So I'm just gonna like warm that product on the back of my hand a little bit and conceal any darkness or any spots that I have on my face. So mainly concentrating this underneath my eyes. Since I am doing some eye makeup, I still want my under eyes to look bright. And I'm also going to apply where I wanna like add a little bit more coverage to my skin, like on my spots and around my mouth. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and go over everywhere I applied the concealer so the concealer blends in a little bit more. I have covered all the pigmentation that I have on my face, and I have a nice blank canvas. So I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. I'm taking the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the shade medium. I'm going to slightly apply this underneath my eyes. Concealer shade that I used before is closer to my skin tone, so that helped like really well to cover all the darkness that I have. Whereas this concealer, I'm going to use this to mainly highlight. So I'm just going to use a little bit just to highlight them. That's all I'm going to use. I'm not going to use too much because without foundation, if you apply like too much of a lighter shade concealer, it can look, you know, really white and harsh. Now I'm going to take some of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I'm going to set my under eye concealer because I don't want it to crease. So the next step I'm going to do to even out my skin tone even more is I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Loose setting powder in the shade medium deep. I took some powder on the back of the cap and I'm going to dip my beauty blender into it. And I'm going to go over pretty much everywhere, but I'm going to avoid my under eyes since I've already powdered there and I don't want to layer too much powders. Now I'm going to take my Balm Anti-Orange Bronzer. This is in the shade Greg. I'm going to bronze up my skin a little bit because right now it looks really flat because of all the powder that I applied. So I'm going to bring some definition back into my face. I'm slightly going to like contour and bronze up my skin at the same time. I'm going to drag that onto my jawline as well. I'm going to finish off the eyes first. I'm taking the Balm Mr. Right eyeliner pencil in the shade Seymour Vacations. I want to do a green pop of color because that goes with the blouse. You can use any pop of color that you like that will go with your blouse or your outfit because we have kept the eyes really neutral, so you can play around with any color that you like. So I'm going to take a green liner and put that on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take this shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette and smudge out the eyeliner that I just applied. Now I'm going to use this shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm just using my fingers and using this to highlight my brow bone. Apply some mascara to my lower lashes. I'm using my Pixi by Petra Lower Lashes Mascara. Blush, I'm taking my favorite Essence Satin Touch blush. First I'm going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks, then blend it in with the contour or the bronzer that I applied. Take the blush onto my nose as well. You guys know that I love doing this. So now I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This will add a nice glow to your skin and it's gonna help melt all the powders that you applied. If you have dry skin, I highly recommend you use a lot of setting spray because that way the powder is not gonna look dry at the end of the day. So if you have dry skin, I would say go with the Pixie Milky Mist and then on top go with the Morphe setting spray. I love doing this. But for today, I'm just going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Before the setting spray completely dries down, I like to apply my highlight. I'm taking the Milani Day Glow highlight. This is number 2. And I'm going to apply this on my cheekbones. So I'm going to use a really light hand and apply it just on the high points of my cheek. And I'm going to drag that onto my brow bone as well. Moving on to lips, I'm going to line them using the Sephora Rogue Gel Lip Liner in the shade Rose Wine. Taking the NYX Slip Tease Lip Liner, this is in the shade Rosy Outlook. I'm going to dot a little bit of this onto my lips and I'm just going to use my fingers to blend everything out. So that's the end of this makeup look. I added some jhumka and bindi off camera. I'll leave a link to this jhumka in the description box down below. I got them from Amazon. I hope they're still in stock. I did a video reviewing a few jewelry pieces from Amazon several months back. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box down below if you're interested. Along with that, I'm going to leave link to everything that I used for this makeup look in the description box down below as well. So please make sure to check that out. Personally, I just love how this makeup look turned out because I love the pop of color and how it pairs with the lips, and I'm happy that my skin can still peek through underneath all of this makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I really hope it was helpful. If you're someone who doesn't like wearing foundation or you don't have enough time to blend out your foundation, I hope this video helped you. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.